Hey, beautiful family and friends. Welcome again. I have a major announcement. July 7th, Uranus is entering Gemini. Do you know what that means? It means that you need to get ready for any and everything that you've been bottling up, that you've been hiding under the surface. Characteristically, it's all going to be violently brought out. And this is impacting me in a major way because even though I'm a proud Pisces, I am a Gemini rising. And so it is affecting that first house of Gemini in a way of, let's say, a makeover of my persona, how I am perceived by others, how I present myself. And I'm sure that you've noticed a little difference. I seem to be more relaxed, and I am owning my softness, my sultry side, so to speak. And this is that Uranus energy at work. Also, I heard you're supposed to dress like your Venus sign, and my Venus is in Taurus. And so it was perfect timing recently when my mother, who is a Taurus sun, said that she had loads of clothes to donate and she was going to take it to Goodwill, y'all. I was like, no, gimme. And some of the shirts and clothes still had tags on them because my mother loves to shop and find deals just like a Taurus. And let's talk about Taurus because this is what's going on. Uranus stays in a zodiac house for 7 years at a time, which is why we are going to be entering a new 7-year cycle on starting July 7th when Uranus enters Gemini. But previously, the last 7 years since 2018, Uranus was in Taurus, and it basically disrupts. Think of Uranus as a disruptor. It's going to shake and violently bring out things. It's going to just cause chaos and wreak havoc. I don't know if you saw what was going on in Vegas. Think of it like that is that destructive in the zodiac house. And so think about what was going on since 2018 in the context of what Taurus loves. Taurus loves stability. It loves creature comforts. I feel like I'm talking about my mom right now. No, very predictable energy, very stuck in their ways, like 3D energy as well. So in 3D, we're all used to it. It's about status. It's about your career. It's about illusions of control. It's about just materialism and things, right? Stuff. And if Uranus shakes that all up, then what did we see? We saw crashes in the financial industries. We saw the false sense of security being brought to the forefront and exposed. We saw or experienced being in survival mode. A lot of us, including myself, just feeling like it was 2 steps forward just for it to be 2 steps back, and the progress, right, was just pretty stagnant for the last 7 years. And it is moving from more of a theme of things and materials and status and those types of things to now switching to what Gemini is about. Gemini is about quick thinking. It's about the nervous system. It's about playfulness and inner child type of themes, and family and siblings and community. So how is Uranus going to shake that up? Oh my goodness. It's about to get real. No, I think last weekend we got an appetizer, just like a little taste of what the Uranus energy in Gemini is going to feel like, because there was like these emotions going haywire, right? I talked about it in my previous video, and you can see more about what that was about. I was talking about the Schumann resonance and how that, was spiking and doing a lot to just kind of affect our emotions. But with Uranus and Gemini, wow, it's like quantum leaps in your mindset and in communication and consciousness, right? It's an ascension into 4D. So if you've been feeling like you're stuck in loops, just thinking of the same thing, telling yourself the same story, or just letting, yourself get into spirals of overthinking, this is the time when you can speak with truth and clarity and compassion like I'm doing. I've been practicing this, and it's really been a good thing to let this aspect of my personality shine. And so I'm here for it, but the key is to become the observer of your thoughts, not the victim of them. And so I kind of changed my tune and stopped being the victim that was, wronged, and, looking at my previous circumstances with toxic relationships and narcissists and all of that, and started to detach from that and from emotions tied to it. I did the shadow work, and really was able to just observe those feelings and those thoughts and realize they had passed. So leave them back there. And then the next key is to create more than you consume, because the opposite of depression is expression. And I've been reminding people of that by saying, hey, express yourself. Try painting, try coloring, try talking on camera, try whatever it is that you've been holding yourself back on, and just create. And so when you create more than you consume, there is this feeling, or it's like a hack to stay mindful and stay present, because presence is where the power is. And that's 5D energy. When you start cutting yourself off from being attached to a identity or a mindset, a way of thinking, a way of seeing yourself, you just detach yourself from your ego and you reprogram yourself, right? Reprogram your self-perception. And I tried TikTok Live for the second time last night, by the way, and this time I decided that I would just paint on there and do less talking and be just in a place of art therapy, calmly chilling. My partner painted with me too, and he was off camera but still enjoying the activity along with me. And I was really proud of him, by the way. He did an excellent job. He painted Robin Williams, I painted Elvis Presley, and it was fun. We really got a chance to just learn how to move energy through art and new experiences. And so I will definitely be doing more art on TikTok Live, because it was really cool results. People still only stayed in for about a minute, and that's okay. But I didn't have to talk so much, and I could just be in the quiet part of my Gemini sign, because it's the twin. So there's a loud talkative Gemini twin, and then there's a quiet, introspective, artistic one. What's your Gemini placement? Do you even know it? Have you ever done your birth chart and mapped it all out? You need your birth date and your birth time and the location, the city and state where you were born, and that's all you need, and you can get your birth chart done. And it is a part of the self-analysis packet that I offer on my Buy Me a Coffee page. You can find the link in the description if you're interested in downloading that, and you can discover your own birth chart. I give you all of the steps of how to do it. What's interesting is that I got my chart done with a group of people, and we all discovered so much more about ourselves, and that's why I talk in astrological terms like what season we're going into, what aspects are changing in the cosmos, because it is really as above, so below, and you really get a chance to prepare. I try to keep us prepared. I wrote an article for everyone who knows their placements so that you can see how Uranus is going to be affecting you, and so you can find that link in the description below. But how Uranus and Gemini affects me may be different from how it affects someone else who has Gemini in other placements in other areas, because what the chart is going to do is show a map of where all of the different planets were at the moment that you came into the earth and when you were born. So it's like a snapshot of the sky, so to speak. And so when I was born, Gemini was over here. When you were born, Gemini might be over there. So you just need to know how that difference is going to affect each of us differently. For example, my partner's Gemini is in Mercury, and so that is about communication. So and he is also a Virgo rising, and so the way that Uranus and Gemini is affecting him is a change in career suddenly, which couldn't be further from the truth. Somebody got fired. Who said that? And so it is allowing for a change in career where it's more based on communication, which is something that he had been bottling up and not using to the greatest of his ability. And so the ability to sell, the ability to persuade and to speak and teach is where he is headed. And for me, I am headed into more entrepreneurial pursuits and content creation, and I can't wait to get my online store up and running, because I've been making a lot of changes there, and it is an amazing new frontier that I'm finding myself on, because Gemini rules technology. And so I am trying new technologies to help my business run and flow more smoothly, and it is getting an upgrade, and I am expecting miracles in terms of growth and abundance from me making these changes. And so yeah, please check out your birth chart. Please let me know in the comments if you are excited for Uranus and Gemini, or if you want to go run and hide. But either way, thanks for listening, and that's my good word for today. And until next time, peace. Love you guys.